Immediately, what do you notice? No one's in game chat. So at some point, this guy was a champ. I don't know what season that is. I haven't played this game in 3 years. Former champ or current champ on my team. What? What's doing freaking watching sight? They walked right into freaking. My entire team was like wow, okay. And I didn't hear shit. I don't know why I didn't hear anything. I think my teammate blew like a hole in the wall. I think they just vaulted that wall. Usually people on this map, what they would do is they shoot footholes like underneath that wall. But someone freaking like blew a hole in the wall instead of doing that. I think they just vaulted that. But I didn't hear anything, so I didn't hear like anyone break the freaking, you know, the front doors freaking barricade. This is how they fortified it. He's just sitting outside behind that freaking barricade. He's lit up. He's outside that. It's an ace. Oh my god. So for those curious what rank I was when I stopped playing the game, I was an Emerald. So this game doesn't have rank decay. So my MMR stays at Emerald over 3 years. Get my time forward. Thanks if I can push these guys. He died to the goo. What if it knocked him? Like he might have like been low on health and it knocked him. I will say, like returning to freaking Siege of like 3 years, like 2.5 years. A lot of stuff sticks with you when it comes to like, you know, map knowledge, like knowing the call outs, things like that. Like that sticks with you. But it's just more like the mechanical stuff that you kind of you know, not necessarily like forget about, but like fall out of. Oh my god, guy. Brother. Got flashed my own teammate. You're just sitting in a hallway. Mirror might be knocked. Oil's like 1 health. Good shit. Yeah, I figured I'd knock that freaking mirror. See the importance of call outs. So like I said, they can hear me. Because he heard me when I freaking said Goyle's in the hallway and he's 1 health. Yeah, so like what I was trying to say, we're going to target training, just to like actually talk. It would do like some more gameplay, but one of the things I was trying to like point out is that like when it comes to like coming back to the game after like 2.5 years, you know, like the map knowledge is still there. Because Siege to me, like yes, there's like certain call outs that are like more specific, especially when it comes to like code names. For example, you might have like Doki Wall, which is just half wall, right? So like, you know, if you're not someone who knows that Doki Wall is half wall, you will likely just be like, oh, I don't know what that means. Some people just universally just go half wall. But like callouts is easy to remember when it comes to Siege, in my opinion. Like that's never what the issue is when it comes to like getting back into the game. It's always just like remembering, even when it comes to like rotates. Like it's easy to remember the rotates, remember what to fortify, what not to fortify, things like that. It's just the mechanical stuff. You know, making sure your crosshair placement is still good. I'm playing on console right now. I play on PC and console, but I don't currently have hard drive space on my PC. That, and at the same time, my brother and friend play on console, and getting back into Siege is something I've been doing with them as well. I don't have to freaking do this. I'm just doing it just to do it. I want to be able to like talk to y'all without being in gameplay, essentially. But it's easy to remember the callouts. It's easy to remember, you know, what to fortify, what not to fortify. Like for me, when it comes to like right here, what I like to do is have this wall fortified and this wall open. That way, you know, I can use, you know, the window right here to like look in and things like that. But usually what I'll also do is, you know, I have that right there so I can, you know, like I have my own little setup that I do here. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little freaking, you know, spooky about that spot, I'll do that. I can, you know, at least see like that edge of the wall. And if I want to get a little peeky, I can still see right here as well. But, you know, that's neither here nor there, right? My general point is that it's easy to remember how to like do things like that, because like, yeah, it's been 2.5 years since I played Siege, but I can still remember what my setups are. I can still remember what my setups are, right? That's not a problem. But it's like, it's the small things, and what kind of like alleviate the small things would be communications. Like, still just don't exist. People don't talk in game. A lot of it's because people don't want to be harassed. People don't want to like, you know, get on comms and being like told off and be yelled at, which is what a lot of it is, right? Like, people don't want to get told off. They don't want to like, you know, get into the game and being cussed out at, being told they're doing something wrong. You know, backseating is a very common thing in R6. Excuse my bad aim right there. You know, like it's a very common thing for like people to just be assholes, right? So like people they just prefer to freaking avoid it. Like that's what they prefer. Just like, fuck it. I just won't freaking, you know, talk, because if I talk, I'm gonna get yelled at if I do something wrong. I don't want to be told, hey, you're doing something wrong. We've all had to have a conversation about rank 2.0, and I feel like that's part of the biggest issue, where like people generally don't want to get back into playing Siege because, you know, if you took a 2-year break like I did, or 3-year break, or however long you took off some Siege, right? It's daunting to come back to the game and you're playing against people who are, you know, still at the rank that you were in when you left. You know, you're playing against freaking emeralds, you're playing against champs, things like that, even though you're not. And at the same time, the matchmaking for this game is like kind of shit. So even though, you know, you might be of a certain rank, your opponents might not be. You know, you might be facing a whole team of freaking champs while your teammates are all freaking like silvers and bronzes. And there's been people like Fed who's had like examples to like show that, right? Actually, kind of do this like the PC lane. You know, this was one of the PC laning. But yeah, let's get this last guy and we'll get into another game. Which probably like be a different day actually, because I might go to bed after that first game. But yeah, so this video mostly exists people who are like me, who want to get back into Siege, and you're not like entirely sure and things like that. You know, should you get back into it? Is it worth getting back into it? Because it's a daunting task. Siege is a very, very complicated game. It's also very, very chaotic. There's a lot going on. Now, I remember seeing like Shroud and Spoil talk about Siege, and it was talking about how it's the hardest game to freaking play, because of like what's all going on. Like, you know, things like Valorant and CS and whatnot, those are all freaking way more linear compared to Siege, whereas Siege is, you know, it's more rough. You know, there's just so much going on. There's so many like potentials that can happen when it comes to like, you know, angles that you can be in. You know, so many angles that people can be in. You know, is the saying it's better be lucky than good exists in Siege. You know, you can be playing like down here, for example, and you know, you just mind your business, shoot the wall, and you get a headshot on accident. Now that guy thinks you freaking are cheating because you just randomly got a headshot through the freaking wall. Well, you're just spraying. You know, like you just shoot just to shoot. Some people just do that. You know, and that can happen in Siege. It's a chaotic game. And for a lot of people, like I know, like Ammunition, she doesn't want to play this game because, you know, a number of reasons, but one of them is the fact that when she plays, she's playing against champions and playing against freaking, you know, plats, instead of playing against people who, you know, they need to go back to the old rank system where you gotta do placements. That, or if you want to start everyone off at freaking like bronze or copper, then everyone's hidden MMR should be be that too. Like your hidden MMR should be bronze and copper, right? Your hidden MMR should be bronze and copper. So that way, if you're someone who, like me, and took a 2.5 year break from the game, you will at least be playing people who probably are on your skill up. Because like, I won't jump back into this freaking game and be as good as I was 2.5 years ago. That's not likely, not realistic. My aim's gonna be off, my awareness is gonna be off, my game sense is gonna be off. There's a lot of things that's gonna be off in the process of freaking taking a 2.5 year break from the game. You know, I'm not gonna know how certain operators work who are newer in the last freaking 2 years. you know, like RAM and everyone after RAM I'm new to, right? So it's like there's just a lot of things you gotta freaking like learn when you take like a long break from the game. Two have their mics on and two don't. Jackal bands are weird to me because people don't play Jackal enough to warrant back Jackal bands. But hey, it's whatever. You fucking traded, dude. Rough. You're just sitting on 3 ping. Kind of fucks me over a little bit. Oh my god, like I didn't want to like be in that position. That kind of fucked me over. Like there's just 2 open freaking holes, and it's like that just puts me in a very bad position. That guy got killed from the stairs, and the person who's playing Ash died and didn't call that out. That's why you need comms. Ace doesn't have comms. Like Ace is, like both these guys have their mics on, but none of them are talking. And then these 2 are probably a duo queuing in a party chat. So Ash dies to someone who's on the bottom stairs, and Ace doesn't freaking know. She doesn't call it out. Actually, I had a strong position, like quite honestly. Like I kind of got a little bit of panic when freaking Ace took down those 2 walls. Ace, at the very least, Ace should like waited so it's like to gain more control of the map instead of just immediately doing that. Like, yeah, I got to kill through that wall, but at the same freaking time, one of the situations where it's like, if he doesn't do that, I'm allowed to like at least try to like find that mirror. And I'm not really a fan of that. These dudes are just going down there freaking dying. Fuser is like in fucking Narnia, dude. I had to go all the way outside, go grab the freaking diffuser because Jackass died down there. The inconvenience butter. That worked out. Again, with no fucking cons, because no one's fucking talking to people who have their mics on. These 2 have mics on. I saw their mics light up, so they definitely can freaking communicate. They're just not doing it. You shouldn't have to freaking play this game freaking basically with no freaking comms. Comms make this game so much freaking easier. It's why the people don't play with comms. This guy. Like, you don't need to freaking do any of that. There's so much going on right now. My fuck, I'm like, what? This team is like fucking brain dead. There's 2 on Catwalk Warehouse. Now you want to fucking talk? Oh, look at the big guy now, talking shit from the bottom of the leaderboard. I'm dying because y'all are off-site, freaking leaving things open. You got your mic on, how about you do some call-outs instead of being a little bitch? Thanks, my G. GG. The guy, the only time he talks throughout the entire fucking game is to tell me to shut up. Cause I'm like, you know, frustrated that we're not getting any freaking calls. Even though I know him and his buddy have their mics on. He's telling me shut the fuck. He's literally shut the fuck up. I don't like doing. I'm admit that I did make that toxic comment. I said you're on the bottom of the leaderboard. I hate making that comment on, you know, someone's position on the leaderboard. When you're yelling at me, telling me to be quiet, and saying I haven't had a kill in 2 rounds, I'm going to be like, yeah, you're on the bottom of the leaderboard. Shut up, dude. Yeah, my complaints are valid complaints from saying the team's a freaking disaster because y'all aren't freaking holding the freaking sites properly. You know, this layer's a strong defensive freaking map. And the top freaking floor is one of the best floors to freaking like defend on, and we're having a hard time doing it because no one's freaking like watching freaking IT, You know, we aren't bringing freaking, like, they banned freaking Mute. We don't bring a bandit. We bring a Kai on one attempt on upstairs, and he throws like the Kai claw and then abandons it, and instead of like tries to actually like hold it, you know. And it's like it's just basic stuff. And it's like the reason people don't why people want to avoid Siege for toxic reasons is moments like that where, you know, you want the team to just play better and play as a team and communicate, and people fuss at you over it. Like they're yelling at you for being communicative. This time around, no one has a mic in game chat. So I'm going to assume they're probably like a 4-stack or 2 duos. So glad we banned freaking Jackal instead of Blackbeard. You know, people barely freaking play Jackal. He's barely effective. Hey, we'll leave Blackbeard on the freaking board while we're defending first. There's one more in the rappel at office. This team is dying to freaking people who should have been banned. Like, people barely freaking played freaking Jackal. Doke is very, very popular, very, very strong. Teammates are freaking banning freaking Jackal instead of like Doke when we're defending first. These guys are freaking peeking it. Not peeking this dude, like just pushing him like that. Just play smart. You don't have to freaking go to the window. Just get a freaking angle and just sit there. Someone get this Kaid. Make it. GG's. We'll end it with a little bit of like, you know, post-game discussion. That's much all we're gonna do. So, you know, that last game would be 4-0. The other team seemed like they were kind of like all over the freaking place, for being honest with you. And then my team was pretty solid. The thing about Rank 2.0 is that you get like just the world's most inconsistent you know, gameplay, like when it comes to like your teammates. You know, you can have one game your teammates play like freaking silvers and golds, you get another game your teammates play like freaking, you know, emeralds and higher, and like you're just sitting there going like, all right, well, which one is it? You know, am I playing with the emeralds? Am I playing with freaking champions? Am I playing with freaking silvers and bronzes? Like, Rank 2.0 just doesn't give you like anything consistent, and that's the issue. But, you know, I will also just say in general, when it comes to like just the overall experience of like getting back into Rainbow Six Siege as someone who's been gone for like almost 3 years. Yeah, I don't know the exact amount of time I've been away. Like I said, when last time I played Siege was on PC, and I came back to console Siege for my friends. All my friends are on console. I came to freaking console Siege to play with my friends. when I last played, RAM wasn't even out yet. That's how long it's been. Like RAM wasn't even out yet when I last played. So you know, coming back to the game, you know what I noticed the most. Excuse like any like bad aim. I'm playing with a controller that has like a fucked left stick. Like not only do I have stick drift, but also the rubber that covers your freaking like controller stick has like come off. So you know it's kind of hard for me to like aim. My aim is also like super freaking stiff because of that as well. Like sometimes my stick drift is like more so just the aim is off. Like you'll just like do it what stick drift always does. But then sometimes it'll do the thing where I just can't move my stick at all. Like it just get like stuck. And this is like the third controller I've bought in like the last freaking 8 months. And like I'm trying not to like just go out and buy the controller. Like is at this point I do need to just get an elite controller, but it's like that those shits are like so freaking expensive. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But hope you all enjoyed this video. You know, that's one to like have like a little post game, you know, conversation. But I hope you all have enjoyed this. I just want to like do something that's like more like a live gameplay reaction to, you know, getting back into Siege and you know what I'm experiencing and how I'm experiencing it, how I'm enjoying it, things like that. And I do enjoy coming at the freaking Siege, even though you know I will eventually return to PC Siege as well because I do miss PC Siege. I play console because my friends are on console, but you know there is that daunting task of like just you know how strong cheating is on freaking PC Siege. Console Siege has cheaters too. You know it's not the same as PC Siege. Jesus Christ. It's not the same as freaking PC Siege, but you know there's people with Chronos and Zens, and you know there's even like USB cheats people can freaking use on console. Then obviously you have like people who are like you know using mouse and keyboard when they shouldn't be using mouse and keyboard or console. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. I've been waiting to see our archers. We didn't have like an intro to this at all. We just kind of like just started with the video, but I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hope you ever see y'all day. Y'all stay safe and be kind to one another. Stay be kind as I sit here and just get absolutely obliterated in this freaking thing with Cav. But yeah, I am out of here.